Grip onto, but not the neck.
No, not the neck. Yes.
I mean, the problems that people have with snakes tends to be because they've either not held them enough or they've gone about it the wrong way. They've maybe got the snake so used to hearing the sound of the tank being opened for feeding that when they open it to pick them up, they think it's going to be food in the strike. But you've got to get them used to being handled without feeding them at the same time. And he's a lizard, obviously. He's not a bearded dragon, he's like called a great plated lizard. And these guys have got they're well known for their thick armour. So when you hold him or feel him, he'll feel how thick he is. That's to put animals off eating him because he's just too rough and difficult to eat. He uses his tail as a weapon as well, so he'll whip it to knock away any predators. And he also has got this sort of thin skin underneath his armour that he'll use stretch out.
I'm Vic Smallshire and I'm chairman of the Dudley Canal Trust, and because they won't trust me with the last word, I get to go first. The Canal Trust, our role, having rescued the Dudley Canal from oblivion, can best be described as improving the view and improving the canal for all its users wherever we can. And to this end we run boat trips through Dudley Tunnel and limestone mines to generate enough income to make a meaningful contribution to the maintenance of the canal. We meet today at a very interesting time in the history of our canal system. Next April the government plan to hand over its state-owned waterways to a new and as yet unnamed charity.
The opportunity to use my imagination on the Black Country and pretty much have a free reign. All we knew was where they wanted to go, and so I got stuck into loads of different bits of research and working with local schools and community groups. Some of the people from them are represented here. I'd like to thank them, and to work in steel, which is one of my favourite mediums, of course, and to generally get really deep into a culture that I'm quite in love with, as anyone who knows me will be testament to, and I bore them to death with it constantly. But yeah, this is the first time I've ever opened a monument and not had one to point at. They're around, trust me, and if you walk the length, then they'll be there for a good long while, and that's how they're designed, and hopefully they've gone down pretty well. But there's a couple of people that I'd like to thank. There's some people here from Midtherm Laser. I don't know if they're actually visible at the moment, but they're here, and they've helped very much in their project management and just putting these bits together with me. And there's a guy here also called Keith, and he helped me put the artworks in. Now, if anyone's curious as to how the machines get onto the towpaths, the actual answer is that all of these things were carried in by hand. There's a ton and a half of foundations under each one, which were carried in by me and Keith and put in the ground. We dug it all out, which was amazing. It was like sort of a bit of archaeology as well, because you don't dig on a towpath without finding all sorts of amazing things from the years gone by, like different sort of cans and wrappers from centuries worth of use, slag and steel that's come out of furnaces and coins and things. It's been great. But we've dug them in and filled them up with concrete, put all the ballast in, and Keith has helped me drag these in by hand, so thank you, Keith, wherever he is. But yeah, just lastly, I really hope that everyone gets the chance to see these, because I'm quite proud of them, and I think that everyone that's seen them thus far, it's hopefully gone down very well, and I'm very keen for you all to go and see them, so thank you, and now you all have to leave.
Far be it from me to encourage you to leave, but that does conclude the formalities for the day. But please mingle, wander around, have a look at the attractions and enjoy yourself. And in fact the nearest milepost, the 2-mile post, is just that way, 100 yards that way, and you won't have to go far. Well, you can't go more than 2 miles in either direction before you come across all of the 35 sculptures. So do go and admire them, they're well worth it. Thank you.
Can I just say, this is my mum here and my fiancée Nat's there, and they have painted by hand almost every single one of these sculptures, and if I didn't say that I'd get killed. So,
We'd like Luke to just...
no, it's alright. That's exactly That's quite fancy. That's brilliant. Everyone's listening. I don't want to cut this. Thanks very much.
You can't see the chimneys.
Ladies and gentlemen, round of applause for all the speeches, please. And a bit of feedback. No. Okay, let's carry on with the music. Congratulations and celebrations. While I tell everyone that you're in love with me. Congratulations and jubilations. I want the world to know what happiness can be. Who would believe that I could? I used to think that happiness had been invented, but that wasn't the days before I. Next boat should be just about to be loading, please. Free boat trip.
Aboard the passenger vessel Dreamcatcher. Hope you enjoy your trip with us this afternoon. As we start our journey, I have to give you some safety information. Firstly, please keep on the inside the boat. Don't put your hands, arms, heads or anything outside the boat. If by any chance we meet up with an iceberg today, there are lifebelts on the roof of the boat which will go into the water for you to use as flotation aids. On board today, doors looking after our galley.
Yes, we get back in then, and then another someone else.
No more than 4. Playing the guitar.
Shipping company, the day-to-day business, their job is to make
Pitch?
probably one day. So that's what really is.
I can give a good alert if my face is checked in. At the boat. Thank you.
Now which one that go now with the
Right, both of you stand here. Now.
Joe, come here, please. Joe, away.
Got some feet in you.
You let the kids get on.
Oh yeah.